Hi, this is Gareth from See Me Scrolling. I'm going to attempt the unfortunate, and I'm going to play a trial. It's the first selection of trials that I've done since beta hit, and I believe that the AI for the trials are a lot more difficult than they were before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and play a trial. I think we've already done this one, an insult. I'm going to choose what seems to be the most popular at the moment, which is growth, against the first trial. And let's go. Now, I mean, the thing is, we've already got, in theory, we should already have an advantage given we've got the first two eternal statues already placed, so we're already getting healed right from the start. So the deck that I have at the moment, sorry, the hand that I have at the moment, the deck's Precon. One's Junkyard, then Great Wolf, Illthorn, him, and Vitality Well. I'm not a big fan of Vitality Well, so I'm going to get rid of that. Junkyard, front. I'm assuming that at some point a beast rat is going to be appearing. Now, I think one of the key points of the previous AI is that it really wasn't that intelligent at all. It was something. Did I just get 2 cards then? That was just stupid. Okay, right. The first thing to keep in mind, whenever you're actually playing the game, is to get to at least 5 resources before you then start adding more cards to your hand. Otherwise, you're just making just ridiculous plays. Okay, Ranger's Bane. What we got here? Yeah, it's 2 Ragged Wolves. He's got haste. He's going to be attacking straight away. I'm playing a win. I've gone off on a tangent again, and I can't remember what it was I was saying before. That's fine. Yeah, so you've always got an advantage with easy, because I think they would have a tendency, they wouldn't necessarily shift lanes, they wouldn't necessarily do what most even basic players would do. 3 up to there. No point having Frostbeard on that one. Let's let them attack the centre. So you could be generally quite sure that you'd make an indentation on the players that they've got. Press Control. You can see obviously you've got 5s and 10s. So it's just every single point you've got improvements. Right, so I mean, I've got a Great Wolf, a Crimson Bull, Brother of a Wolf, Frostbeard and Frostbeard. Now, the Frostbeard is a nice one to drop with the 6 attack. There we go, 6 attack, 3 countdown, so that makes it quite a difficult. I think it's up there with the Crossbowman for order, but it's the health. Health is the key thing here. And really, you can get an attack in there eventually if you're protecting them, but really it's about getting the +2 attack onto the end of the turn for everybody else. But if you've got nobody else there, then what's the point? I don't want to put a unit down for them to then destroy me, which any normal thing would. So I don't actually have anything to play here. I think what I'm going to do, get rid of the Frostbeards, because whilst they're alright, this is easy. I can take liberties. Libertà. The cough's right. I think an interesting point here is that, I mean, you would assume that the what you're playing against here is I got up to 4. So get the Great Wolf out there. Yeah, what you're playing against here, as you would assume, is going to be another Precon deck. I don't think that's necessarily the case. Right, I've got a Brother of the Wolf here, 3 to 4. He's going to attack 2 to 3. I'm going to probably leave the control button pressed here as a constant, so you can see exactly what it is that I work over here. Right, what I'm going to do is get rid of Frostbeard, just for the fun of it. It's going to give me 5 resources over here. Brother of the Wolf, place him down, and I'm going to get Ragged Wolf, place him down behind. Reason being is that the Brother of the Wolf is going to survive the first attack from that one, and my haste is going to immediately attack this boy over here. Now, I am by no means exceptional at this game. Oh, look at that, he's good. But the... what we got here? We've got the Elevator, the Wild, leaves play, degrees go for 1. Yeah, so you can be attacking 1. Yeah. No means exceptional here at all. I've just played quite a lot. Okay, so the situation is we've got the Vitality Well is going to heal everybody by 1. We have the Ragged Wolf is going to attack, and the Vator is going to attack. Any of these two moving to the centre will potentially cause a little bit of damage to these guys here. I'm thinking what I do is let's get rid of Brother Wolf and drop the Great Wolf down the centre. You'll hear many times that the central row is key, and it is at every single point. You know, if you want to go from top to bottom, you have to go through the centre. Okay, so we've got 2 attacks here. Now, this boy should attack first because each of these attack first, and these attack next. So then, finally, these will attack. So what should happen, and I think this is one of the key things to remember, is that you have an order of attack. The second thing is you have each one of those individuals will attack to a certain level of attack. So he has 3 attack, that should in theory then kill him. He will attack, and that will cause almost no damage onto him. Now I'm at 6 resources, so I'm going to get these. Got Kinfolk Brave. He's going to attack 2 to 2. That should be fine. So I'll get rid of this. Make an indentation on that. Put the cast Crimson Bull on him. Oh. Cast on all of them. Attack. I've still got these left. Kinfolk Brave. There. And just for safety's sake, drink out at the top. Attack back, he's going to him. He's got a 7. Got a 7 because he's got Dryadic, Alan, and Dryadic again. Now the funny thing is that okay, so for the fox is what's been drawn for me. If I play it, I get an extra scroll, which isn't brilliant. There you go. He's going to attack. That can go to there. Take 1 damage from that. 1 damage to that. Because he can only move once, so there's only 1 chance of actually getting from that. That one will cause 1 damage. I think an important thing is if I get rid of that, that will actually reduce the resource points for my opponent to bring it down to 4. I think it's going to be tardy. I think I'm going to go for 2 cards. See what I get from this. Okay, interesting. Now, I have a 4 and a 2 for 6. I could get rid of that one. So I'll move that one to there, that one to there, that one to there. So I now have a 6 attack. Take 6 damage from that. If I move Ragged Wolf to there, 7 attack, we'll get rid of that massively boosted one. And then Veta, put that one there. So I suddenly have an extra health point, a resource point there, an extra growth point. Unfortunately, and I think this is one of the things here, is that as like the two paths, you can either focus on getting resources, or you can focus on getting cards. I've gone for resources, drop those down there, try and get a bit of strength to the deck, to the board, and then list everything. Okay, so let's... Cool. Now, as I've said with a previous post, what you would generally try to do is to clear off any restrictions that lead you to getting to each of these idols. Now, what we have here is we have a 5 health, 3 health, but and a spiky. And spiky means we'll take 1 damage if we were to attack it, so you've got to be very careful what you attack it with. And a Ragged Wolf. Ragged Wolf, if a Great Wolf is dropped, will boost it. And also a Mangy Wolf, as you remember from the guide that I've said previously, will cause the counter to drop. So you really don't want that Ragged Wolf to be still floating around. But I've got a Champion Ring, which will give me a +2 attack. And the only ones who are going to be attacking in this round, right? I think I'll probably bring the Veta to there. I just don't like Spiky. I don't like Spiky for some reason. Okay, so let's bring that one to that one to there. I'm going to try and attack the lower half. Get rid of that boy over there, but try and attack the lower half. Now this is a 5. Drop that down to there. Champion's Ring is +2. Now I could obviously convert that into a 8 resource, 2 cards, or cast it on somebody. Everything in my mind is screaming to me saying, don't cast it, Gareth, don't cast it. So I'm going to. There you go. He's now got 4. Going to take most of the attack from that. There's nobody here going to bother me. I'll take the Veta away, so he's now being reduced by 1 resource. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Great Wolf. I didn't get rid of this bloke. So therefore, Great Wolf was actually boosted. Now, we have Kinsfolk Brave is 212. We also have a Veteran here, which will be 3. If I was to place him, he would attack straight away. He is going to attack. He's going to attack there or there. Basically not impacting me at all. Veta is going to attack and cause half damage there, or attack there, cause 1 from 3, but basically die. So I'm not going to do that, because it will also reduce what I've got there. Okay, so I've got quite a powerful... I could kill that one straight away. That's 1. That's 5. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my Brave back. Ragged there, so the Ragged will attack. It will destroy the burial ground because it's only got 1 health left, and that my Kinfolk Brave will attack the Great Wolf. Now, whilst it is very much about getting rid of creatures, I don't like Spiky. And this bloke up there, whilst troublesome, because he will actually add a bit of power to everybody else, I don't think it's necessarily a huge a problem, because he's too far up. Now you'll notice I moved the Great Wolf back from the front row to the second. Mobility is very important. Be able to move your units out of the attack, being attacked and being damaged and killed, but also at the same time moving them around so you can appropriately attack whatever articles that you want. One of the main issues with having structures is generally the first row would normally be taken up by those. Of course, if you've got something like an order skirmisher, infantryman, then the back rows will be taken up. And a junkyard, if you've got a B-strat sort of a philosophy, then you'll want those at the back as well. Even though they are actually a structure, you'll be protecting them because they give +1 health to every single one of your creatures. So let's just get this one over. I started to play it, don't I? Right, Kingfolk Veteran. I've got haste of 3. What am I going to do? I think I'll place them down there. So I'll at least get rid of that creature there. So because I can't attack that one yet, can't completely damage that one yet. But I'm going to at least reduce the power of it. Okay, so he's now increases base resources by 1. Gravehawk is like a cross resource in the fact that that would actually increase Gravelocks. For each of the Gravelocks, your Gravehawk grants by 1, but it's not an energy growth deck, so it's a bit poo. Okay, so 2 cards, see what we've got. Now Bearpaw, increase my countdown by 1, but increase everything else by 2. That tells you well. I'll just drop it there just to give that little fella some protection. Now what we have is, essentially because this is easy, and the important thing is you're going for 3 rather than 2. I don't care about the top 2 here. They've got the unit and the Ilthorn. I don't want to get rid of my Veta because the fact is that I don't want to lose that health as a resource point. But what I'll do is I'll move this one down here, just as an idea of. You can always go for the top one there, but you're just going for extra points, which is sort of negligible, really. Right. So 3 and 1. So what I can do is I can move Wolf up to there. Move my brother Wolf up to there. 3 will destroy the Veta. 4 destroy the Great Wolf. Bearpaw. I'm not so sure whether it's worth doing. Let's just leave that one and see what happens. Of course, with Bearpaw, it isn't necessarily a case of that you cast it on your own. It might be possible that you're going to cast it on something else. It adds more power and more health, and you don't necessarily want to cast it on your opponent. But the thing is that if what that does is it restricts them to a single lane, to an attack that makes no difference, or even gets to the point where you can destroy them even with the extra 2 health, then it's worth doing. It's about manipulating the numbers, certainly. So what we have now is, we have all my units are attacking, and I have 5 health for that one, so let's just kill this little fella off. So you can get the most points I can from this. I'm going to go for 2, Cross scale, binding root. Binding root is going to move decrease by 1. Add 1 damage to all units. What I think that's going to do is actually harm me, so let's just go with it. This should be a GG. So there we go. That was what, 10 turns? 11 turns? I can't remember. And 381 gold. Nice one. Okay. Thanks very much for watching. Hope this has helped a little bit. What I'll do is I'll move on to the next stage.